Are you ready? Can crush us. It don't really get no better than this. The podcast that you're looking for if you're really heavy into wrestling. Hosted by the Mark. Energy that's so amazing. Gotta keep it entertaining. Rep the Can Crusher Nation. Yeah, you know what's going down in the ring. Lights out when you hit a ding ding. Knock 'em out like boom bada bing. Hold it down, you can crown me the king. Got a shout out to the Miz and Duke the Dumpster. We choke slamming everybody. Power driving, hit 'em with a face buster. Yeah, this the show you need and it ain't no need for waiting. Mark, hold it down for the Can Crusher Nation. All about wrestling and keep it entertaining. Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. Time to break 'em, let's go. Yeah, Can Crushers. Yeah, Can Crushers. Let's go.
Hey everybody, this is Gilbert, WWF's longest reigning light heavyweight champion. And you're listening to Can Crushers Podcast, the best guys there are out there.
Welcome back to another Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. That sexy bitch that you can't see but you can hear is Sir Michael Jenks. I am Mark the Mark. We are beers deep, and neither one of us knew that we were going to be beers deep. I didn't know that was going to be in a wedding today.
Yeah, you had me beat. I had no occasion. I'm just like, I got a pregame for the podcast.
I wish I would have pre-gamed for the wedding.
Oh,
I don't know how many details I need to tell, but there was a wedding scheduled for about a month away. Quick and easy wedding. And earlier this week, they said, hey, we moved it up to Friday. So the groom in years to come can remember his anniversary of 8/8 compared to any other random numbers.
I mean, it makes sense. Hey, I tried. I at one point wanted 5/25/25. So, but 5/10/25 works. Just saying. So
yeah, at least it's all divisions of 5.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I get it.
Yeah. So the real matron of honor wasn't there. The best man, myself, was there. There was more preparation in trying to find somebody to stand for the bride than there was of the wedding. It was just in the courtroom. Do you? Cool. Kiss. There's your rings. Get the
Thanks
fuck
for
out
coming.
of here.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
I don't know. I don't. It was weird. Let's say it at that. Before anybody asks, it was not me, Jenks.
I wasn't there, so I can't confirm or deny. I would assume I would be invited if it was you.
Right, because I would still, Jenks, holy fuck, I'm going to give way too many details. At least I'm not going to say names. But if and when this happens again on my end, I want pomp and circumstances. I want a little bit of a party. Like they were going home to clean their house.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll have some beers while they enjoy cleaning their house and dusting.
Right. Like, you guys going to do anything now? No. It's going to go home.
Yeah, that's exactly. Hey, you know what? Sometimes it's the simplest ones.
You know, right? They truly are happy, and they're this, they're that, and they're everything a wedding means, and they're a great couple. It's just older in life. I'll put it. That sounds really mean. God, you're not wrestling fan. Older in life, so they don't give a fuck. You know, their kids are they're empty nesters as to work.
Yeah.
So they're like, we don't need this. And I'm still in the frame that I still want, you know, Party Rock Anthem played at the wedding.
Party Rock Anthem, Macho Man.
Right?
I don't blame you for that.
So, and Sir Michael Jenks, after the wedding, I brewed a batch of beer.
Oh. So let me get this straight. Let me put this in order here. You're the pool guy.
I did.
The best man.
Yep.
Brewer.
Well, no, I had to go do a couple reports on my day off that were thrown at me late yesterday.
We'll call it analytical reporter.
Okay.
And brewer.
Yep.
And now podcaster.
And I had a luncheon in between brewing and...
How dare I?
That's how I'm so many deep right now.
a beer aficionado, connoisseur. There we go.
Connoisseur,
And then podcaster. There we go.
Pool boy, best man, office clerk,
Yeah. Brewer.
brewer. Holy shit, I did a lot today.
Beer aficionado.
Beer connoisseur. I like connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
In podcast.
Podcaster. 5.
6.
Was it 6? So you did a 6-pack.
I did. I did a 6-pack of jobs today.
Look at you.
And dog watcher.
And dog watch. Okay. Dog watch. Well, and then you, I don't know. Bailey didn't like that one. Bailey wasn't a fan. I was going to say editor because you'll be editing.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
When this is over.
Maybe today. I don't know. This might be an early
You
morning.
did a lot today. You've
this
done
might
a lot
be an
today.
early morning Saturday editing and post a little bit later.
Take the night off.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to run a dynasty if that's ever going to happen again.
Yeah, I know. I do. I haven't. There's dust on the PlayStation right now.
Yeah. Ric Flair has moved on from East Carolina. Just let you know.
Where's he at?
He took his talents to Oxford, Mississippi.
Ooh. I love their color scheme, by the way.
I do love their color scheme. It's really nice. And I'm like, I'll make this happen. But got to the playoff, lost to Texas by 2, I think it was, something like that, in the first round. So we hosted the playoff game. Don't ask me how that was possible. But we hosted Texas, lost by 2. So I'm like, okay, the stock's high. Let's run.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Jenks, we're 3 weeks away, by the way.
I know.
As you guys are listening, we're 3 weeks away from opening day.
We are 3 weeks away.
2 if you count fucking week 0.
You got to count week 0.
So then 2.
2, because it'll be the 29th, 22nd. Is week 0 22nd or 29th?
22nd, 23rd. Yeah.
Okay. So week 0 is
week 1 is when Pitt starts against Duquesne.
Again. And that's Corso's last prediction.
Pitt and Duquesne. That's going to be his last prediction. I doubt that.
You know what? Hey, maybe it is. That storied rivalry for Pittsburgh.
If he comes out with the Duke's head on, I'm going to be pissed.
The ultimate betrayal.
Right?
Oh, man.
So that was in a nutshell. You did not do you didn't have the stellar day that I had.
Listen, I went to work and I came home, put out the dogs. Then I played college football, picked up my mom and came back home and started pre-gaming. So that was my day.
Today too.
I got a half day today too. So I took advantage of it, let it sink in a little bit, but it was pretty nice. Nice little day.
I figured, counting as recording right now, which is the 8th, I don't have to work a Friday. It would work out correct. It's not going to work out correctly. I don't have to work a Friday the rest of the year, and I would still have a week's vacation left. They're not happy about that. I said, so you just want me to take 4 weeks then?
Yeah.
We'll discuss that too. I'm like, I'm not losing it, motherfuckers. No. I'm not losing it. You guys did this.
You guys signed it. Hey, they gave it to you. There's no reason to take it back now.
They're like, oh shit. From August 8th. That's a half a year, essentially.
Yeah, that's pretty close to half a year. Yeah.
Don't have to work a Friday. Sign me up for that.
I like that a lot.
So I brought home from my little dinner that I went on. It's a brew bank. I've mentioned them before. It's our local, brewery here in Ridgedale, and I brought home a Mexican lager. It's 4.6%, but it's delicious. It's probably my favorite one there.
It sounds really good.
I like
a good Mexican lager. Yeah.
It's 32 ounce, or did I need to pound through?
You're doing wonders over there. I'm almost through this cream ale from Erie Brewing Company, I-79 as it's called. Very light, nothing to write home about, and it's only 3.5.
Wow. I had 4 Russian stouts. That's why I'm getting a little sleepy.
I had one shandy and a coffee with Baileys in it. So, whatever.
But that adds up. Those Baileys are.
Those Baileys can add up if you're having a shit ton of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got to crack the next one open. So I'll have to figure that out here in a minute. But
You don't know which one yet? Left, right, or center?
well, it's only left and right in there right now. I just cracked the one that was in center.
Well,
so
then go right. Go right.
Go right. All right. Berry pomegranate.
Oh, you like it.
I did like it. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all pretty good. I don't know what is happening over here. I'm not doing well over here.
Yeah, his lights on and off. He can't open his beer.
It's going great.
We'll slide in. What?
I have the shadow. Apparently, if I lean too much forward, I get a shadow. So,
hot topic, Jenks. We're starting hot right off the bat. People are losing their mind that WWE has sold whatever you want to say to ESPN. That it's going to be another $30 a month to buy ESPN, this, that, or the other. Guys, settle down. First off, this doesn't take place for a whole another calendar year, not just the start of 2026. This isn't until like August 21st of 2026. Okay. Most of you are going to get it anyway. If you have any type of cable, I'm using what we have here, Xfinity, ESPN Plus and everything included into it. If you have Hulu Live TV, it's included into it. If you have da-da-da-da-da company, they're already included into it. You're not going to have to pay more. Like, people are losing their effing mind. I'll get to WWE and TKO being money hungry. I'll get to that. I have my own thoughts on that. If you're doing it right, most people have cable and or Hulu or whatever. You're getting it. It's not an extra whatever.
Right.
If you don't, I apologize. Still, it's $30. Get rid of, if you're a huge wrestling fan, you're going to find a way to get rid of something. Maybe you don't need Paramount. Maybe you don't need this. Maybe, in time, all of them are going to be one place. And I truly think it will be ESPN now. With the $1.9 billion fucking dollars that they just got.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what's messing with people's minds is it's the $30. If you don't have a cable provider, it's that $30. Then you have to pay for a Netflix subscription. And if you want to see every inch of the content, you have to pay for the premium Netflix subscription to see the interviews and all that stuff. So that's $50 right there a month that you're spending on something that we have been very accustomed to getting for $10.
Yeah.
For nothing. Since $9.99 on the WWE network, we got pay-per-views, we got it all. And now we have to pay for all of this stuff just to watch a weekly show and now the pay-per-views and that. And I think that's where people are coming from.
I agree with it. I do agree with it.
It's a lot to ask. If you're an AEW fan, you're dropping $50 to buy a pay-per-view every month. Plus, on top of that, you're paying whatever it is for your cable.
Yeah. Or Max.
Or whatever you're doing for that. So, honestly, it's kind of going back to the days of you had a cable and then you had to buy $50 pay-per-views every month just to stay afloat. And people don't like that. And I completely understand that.
I do.
But WWE, to your point about being money hungry, is going to sell its soul and put itself behind a payroll wall because of TKO and the stockholders that they need and that they want to make happy.
You have to remember one thing. It's a business first.
It is.
As much as we love it and we grew up on it and we're family, me and our truth are cousins and da-da-da-da. It's a business.
Mm-hmm. WWE has always been business first, and it'll do what's best for business. That's why the programming for 15 to 20 years was very kid-centric, very PG, because it knew it had to reset the market and capture those people going into their adulthood. So you had brutal years. They have the money. They're going to be the ones with the money. So that you were going to have those brutal years. You were going to have those years that were just, some of us are like, oh my God, I can't watch 2019 shit or the guest host era. It had to get through that. It had to get through that to put eyes on the prize in that. And this is just where it is. I mean, if you want pro wrestling, it's either you watch what WWE, the product is, and watch it behind its paywalls, or you go to AEW and understand that AEW puts out a wrestling product for kind of cheaper at this point.
Yeah. Sticking with money hungry, there's going to be 2 WrestleMania events. I'm sure that this was on your docket too.
Both of these were on my docket, yeah.
And the post that I have, breaking news, WWE is discussing having an additional WrestleMania event in Saudi Arabia sometime in 2027. It is noted that Saudi Arabia officials are pushing hard for The Rock to headline the show. So he's going to get $9 trillion, and that's a real amount, by the way.
Yeah.
This follows back to the report in June that they are considering 2 WrestleManias a year, one in the United States or our side of the world,
yeah,
and one in Saudi. This has been talked about.
Yeah. And let's be honest here. They know they're going to make the money from 2 WrestleMania events versus 1. So they're not just going to move the one event to Saudi. And the second thing is WrestleMania has a residency in Las Vegas. It's not going to change anytime soon.
It's changing anytime soon.
They have chosen to stay in Las Vegas for the time being. It was supposed to be in New Orleans, I think, this upcoming year. They said, nope, it's in Vegas. Last year, Minnesota, nope, it's in Vegas. Minnesota's been getting a shaft for 3 pay-per-views now because it was supposed to have SummerSlam this year, and it got shafted again.
You might get next year's SummerSlam. We'll just tell you that right now.
They're going to get lucky if they get next year's fucking Backlash.
Right.
So, and that's it. It's money. It's all about money. It's all about the business side of things. When we get to SummerSlam and recapping that, the biggest thing out of that night is because of money.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the way it is. That's how they played the game. Pun intended, I guess.
Unintended. Pun intended. Yeah. You're going to find a way. Now I'll be Mark that's going to be like, oh my God, he's a real asshole. You're going to find a way to get that $30 if you need to. Maybe you lighten up on, food or smokes or beer or whatever. If you're that fan, you'll make it happen. And I'm not saying it's a rough life out there. Trust me, I understand. But if you're a wrestling fan and it's a passion and everything, it sucks when it's slapped in your face right now. But if you're true, you'll find a way. You'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Sorry to be that guy. It's just, listen, I remember walking uphill both ways in snow. Yeah. I remember when gas was 99 cents and it started to climb up, and like whom I was dating, they're like, oh my God, if it gets to like $2.50, we're fucking not going anywhere.
Exactly.
Your parents live in Akron. We have to pay for gas at $2.50 to go see them.
Yeah.
Guess what we did? We paid for gas, we made it work, and we got there.
Yep.
Right now, it sucks that, oh my God, this could be another $30. Yeah, it could be. We're a year away. Shit can happen in a year.
Yeah. You adapt. I mean, that's all it is. Now,
sidebar to get back to the $30 in Saudi as well. Dude, I want ESPN fucking covering this. This is They're the epicenter of all sports, of everything. They have every nook and cranny covered of. Listen, and I'll throw this out there: when the Savannah Bananas are on ESPN, it's like watching the fucking World Cup. There's explicit. It's like watching the World Cup, or it's like watching this. They have every technology that you want. They've been doing this since the 70s. They have just now thought, maybe we should buy into WWE. You've seen them teeter with it for a while. Now they know, holy shit, there's a lot of money that we've left on the table. Let's get this. They're going to do it right.
Oh, exactly. Well, and that's exactly their covering of WWE was the dip in the water. How much traction are we getting on our website from WWE product, from a wrestling product? Don't forget, and I think a lot of you are maybe too young to know this, but 80s, I think early 90s, they covered wrestling.
They did.
They had wrestling shows on ESPN. Yeah. Now, granted, it was a new network going from 70s to 80s and that, so they needed some sort of programming. But professional wrestling was on ESPN.
It was AWA.
Yeah. It went away because they started getting the league deals and all of that stuff. But ESPN has come full circle to being an entertainment sports place.
Network.
So, network. Yeah, I couldn't even think of the word. Because it's trying to be entertaining while telling you about sports. That's why they have all the debaters and all these people on here, talking heads and all that shit. But it's bringing it back and saying, okay, well, this is calling itself sports entertainment. We know people like wrestling in some capacity or remember the Stone Colds, the Rocks. The Rock is relevant in entertainment. Hulk Hogan was relevant. They're going to dive into that. Now they're like, okay, we have the audience. Let's do it. Let's bring the pay-per-views here to our new streaming platform that needs to get the views, that needs to get people coming into it. Yep. What an easy way to do that than getting 1 million homes at once because people are getting it in the streaming service.
Exactly. Don't be surprised by the end of next year. And I don't know the contract of Busted Open.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't become a program right after, and I don't even know what his shows are because I don't get to watch them anymore, but don't be surprised if right after First Take, Busted Open isn't on. It's First Take. It's probably not First Take anymore, but whatever. You know the shows.
It's still First Take. Yeah.
If right after First Take, there's an hour programming of wrestling, or the wrestling program. They won't get into their 6 or 7, 8 o'clock things because that's when it's the NBA, the NHL, baseball. But during the day, they have tons of time to throw a wrestling program on.
Let's go off of that. Pat McAfee dominates that network from 12 to 2, I think.
Yeah.
2 o'clock to 3, Busted Open. Why not?
Yeah.
They've already started getting rid of their evening time, 5 o'clock programming. Round the Horn's gone. This is gone. PTI is on its way out.
I love that show when it first started.
PTI when it first came out was amazing.
Better.
And probably it's only so here. Yeah.
I love PTI better than Around the Horn.
I will say PTI is probably the last remnants of when I thought ESPN was really good for sports and all of that.
Yep.
So, but they're making progress. They're going to try to find ways to fill that afternoon slot. And getting a bunch of wrestling fans to listen from 3 to 4, or 2 to 3, or whatever.
Kids are right out of school at 3 o'clock.
Exactly.
Or 4 to 5. Maybe this way if there's a long bus ride or something. Yeah.
Exactly. They're going to capture that.
Yep.
It's the perfect timing.
Yeah. Listen, we'll get to our predictions on SummerSlam in something I predicted a month ago. We're getting good at these. This is going to happen with ESPN.
Yeah.
Check mark it. Pat myself on the back next year's crushes when I say, told you.
Well, that's it. They'll give it a few months to get grounding, and then they'll be like, oh, here's a wrestling show for you. Let's talk about that. Don't be surprised if they buy one of the fucking weekly episodic television shows at some point.
Yep.
and throw it on a Friday, Tuesday, whatever night, or just put it streaming on their platform.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's say they buy SmackDown, which is on USA. Doesn't have to fight with Fox. They can say, hey, SmackDown. I don't think they'll give up Fridays at that time because of
well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, I'm saying streaming.
Right. Maybe streaming.
Yeah.
But then you're fighting against yourself. They could say SmackDown now goes back to Thursday nights.
They could.
Because NBA, WNBA, hockey, all that that's been ESPN's meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Wait a minute. You're telling me Maction is not their meat and potatoes?
What?
Maction. The Mac. College football.
Well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All of that could move to ESPN too.
Yeah. Well, it's already on there. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever night, you'll find Maction. You'll find some sort of random group of 5.
Stack. Yeah.
Yeah. Mountain West, whatever it is, they're going to be on there from taking up the night.
Yeah. ESPN has just said, okay. And TKO has been the brand to bring it to them.
No, that's exactly it.
In trueness, it is probably the best for business. And I'm not talking money-wise.
Yeah.
Because I think then we get more 10 for 10s. Because now they can dive into WWE 10 for 10s or 30 for 30s or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yep.
We can get more documents like that because we get some, but we don't really talk about them because they're just me and you producing them or whatever.
Right.
You have ESPN behind that. A 10 for why am I saying 10 for 10? What's the 10 one?
30. It's 30 for 30.
30 for 30. I know it's
10 is 10 cans at the grocery store for 10.
Right. 10 Gatorades for $10. I don't know. But you're gonna get stuff like that, and they'll do old school. They'll do new school. They'll have. Don't be surprised if they start their own pseudo dark side.
Yeah.
Like these are all things ESPN's going to eat up. They see the numbers that we watch when we watch dark sides.
They know and if they get the official story behind it from WWE, people are going to eat that up.
Yeah. So look at it. It's the 30 sucks. But if you have all those outlets, you're fine, peeps. You're fine.
Yeah. And here's this is my biggest thing about streaming platforms right now. This market is going to burst at some point. And when it does, things will relatively go back to the way people wanted them to be.
Yeah.
Because there's so many goddamn streaming packages, programs, apps, whatever it is. It will burst at some point because it can't be sustainable.
It can't.
I mean, Disney's already folding in Hulu at the end of the year and putting on Disney Plus. So it will start happening. You got to ride the wave, though. And you're going to find a way to spend $30 a month to get wrestling.
Right. Maybe don't let your 6-year-old have a phone. That would be fine.
Yeah, they should be waiting until 18 like 16, I did.
18, yeah.
Yeah.
So those are my big two. And your big two?
My big two, well, you took the two that I wanted to talk about, but I'm going to go to Nick Khan. Just doing whatever the hell he's doing these days. By the way, don't be tired or don't complain about it. Quit being a whiny little bitch about it, basically, is what he's telling people. Everybody's tired. The new one I saw is Nick Khan's attitude towards if you don't have a criminal conviction, it's not a problem. So
I did see that one.
I'm like, kind of was like,
Nick, is that the right thing to be? What?
Yeah, do we need to take that approach there? Because I feel like that's probably not smart in any regard. But and Unreal, the WWE's version of Unreal, I guess, is still moving forward, all of that, but
the heat's already instantly come
the
off.
heat's gone.
Yeah.
Wait, did you see Vince McMahon with his Pepe Le Pew haircut recently?
No.
He did a random interview, but he's got black with the gray going into it, and he just looks like Pepe Le Pew with like a power tie on. It's one of the more ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life.
So he's finally letting his hair go, but just that patch went first.
I'm just assuming it's from the car accident because he was going 90 in a fucking
Right.
speedway, and that's just a racing stripe that got stuck on his head. But
the line painters came by and
the line painters just went, right across it.
Max is actually staying in the podcast room tonight. He's enthralled in this.
He's interested.
Instead of ripping shit up. He's also waiting because he knows as you guys are listening this Saturday morning, it's bi-weekly trip.
Yeah.
He knows tomorrow is Duncan. So he's ready for tonight to be
it's
over.
Like, hurry up, father.
Yeah. I need my blueberry munchkins. I'm dying. I'm out of those.
Give me my food now.
Puppy eyes. Do you want to talk SummerSlam since we're half an hour in?
I think we should probably talk about it at some point. Hey, we talked mostly wrestling this time.
We have. We've been good.
You know what? Before we talk SummerSlam,
okay,
I have to say, I had a great experience at the concert last week.
Yeah. Oh shit!
It was fantastic. We were dead center. I sent Mark a picture. We were straight on the stage. It was a fantastic concert. If you ever get the chance, go see the Killers.
They killed it.
They killed it. They murdered it. Like, they were fantastic.
Did somebody tell you they were going to be this good?
I see what you did there.
Yes, I got you.
That was.
I've been waiting all week.
In the honor of being on the bright side of things, that was pretty good.
Okay. That was written on the calendar. Remind me, by the way.
That was so fucking good. Anyways, me not thinking, not putting two and two together. I've crossed international waters. My cell phone plan does not cover international service. So Kimberly and I are SOS the entire time we're on Canada's side, which is fine. Whatever. Nothing bad happened. The only thing bad happened was we had to get back to the border. And you can't get back to the border if you don't have any data or internet.
GPS.
Or GPS. Thankfully, my phone loaded up the map, and I had to navigate old school with the phone how to get back to the border. But, okay. So I'm like, I think I just go straight, right?
It's always best to go straight.
Just go straight. I can see the falls. I can see the mist. The fireworks were going off after the concert. I can see it all. But I know to go straight to pick up the bridge somewhere.
The Rainbow Bridge?
Yes.
Is that the one you went? Because there's two.
Yeah, there's the Rainbow and the Peace Bridge. Yeah, the Peace Bridge. If I had ended up at the Peace Bridge, I had just gone way too far out of the way. But so I had to find we had to find the Rainbow Bridge. Her phone's an older model. No, it's not helping us any. So mine's just like whatever.
Falling off.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, I'm driving straight. So meanwhile, apparently on the Canadian side, it has a boardwalk called Clifton Hills, and it has a shit ton basically of just restaurants and a speed track where you can just drive go-karts up hills on ramps. It looks like a whole fucking this thing was pretty exquisite, let me tell you.
You need to go there.
I need to go there at some point. Also need to find the mini golf course that had the volcano shooting fire out of it that I could see from my hotel room on the honeymoon. That's on that side. So I realized I couldn't turn down the one street. And that was the street I wanted to turn down because it would be straight into the road. So I'm like, fuck, I got to keep going straight. Last second, I see this very little ass sign that says Bridge to USA. I'm like, praying to God this isn't for my kidney and it's taking me somewhere else. So I whip onto the fucking bridge, get on this road. You have to gun. You stop and then you have to pray to God and gun it because it's like Pittsburgh. You just go and hope you get into
a lane. Yep.
Get in.
When you're coming out of the Fort Pitt Tunnel,
Exactly. Yeah, where it's like you got 3 seconds to make a decision and hope for the best, or you're going to be in Morgantown before you know it.
Right.
So we get through, and then there's immediately a sign that says you either got to go in this lane for the USA Bridge in small print, or this one to go somewhere else, the fuck else in Canada.
Alberta.
But that was in big letters.
Of
so
course,
like,
because you're in Canada.
Exactly. So we picked the right lane. We get in line to get across the border. We're like, thank the fucking God. I don't know how I pulled this off. We're sitting with the next car for the border crossing. This truck's in front of me. We're just sitting there like, okay, yeah, we had a great night. We've made it. We didn't die. We've gotten to the border. Border Patrol's got the flashlight in the truck now. And then they're going around the front of the truck and they're looking under the truck. And then they're coming back with the flashlight. And then the guy says something to the truck driver to pull ahead. So we go through. He asks the standard questions. We answer him. We go. No sooner did we turn the corner, we see the truck. That guy is out of the truck. Every door's open on the truck. There's a Border Patrol agent walking around the truck looking at this thing. And I'm like, oh, well, that guy got detained, I think.
I think he's a little busy the rest of the night.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a rough night going on. So we got almost lost in Canada. Then we saw somebody get detained. And then we were like, okay, let's just get to the hotel and hope for the best at this point. Yeah, I'm tired.
I went to Buffalo to see Hailstorm. Oh God, 15 years ago now, probably. And I can get to the Buffalo baseball stadium with my eyes closed. I can get to the wrestling venue where the hockey team plays. Is it Bisons?
The hockey team,
Sabres.
the Sabres.
The Sabres. Yeah. Who the hell are the Bisons? Oh, the Bisons are the baseball team. Duh.
Yeah, you had it. You had it right
the first Bisons, time. Or I could get to the Sabre stadiums. I've never been there for like a concert, and it was in a bar / like theater, kind of like where you were, or if you're in Erie, the Warner. It was kind of something like the Warner that we would go to.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it was called. Delo's Dungeon
or something.
I'm like, all right. There's a big sign, Delo's Dungeon, this way. Oh, cool. There it is. Turn down this street. First and foremost, it's not a street. It's a street per se, but cars don't go on it. It's a walking street because all the way at the end, it's for deliveries for all the businesses there. Because in the middle of the street is where the fucking subway comes out of. I made it right outside of Delo's fucking dungeon, or whatever it's called. And here comes the fucking train. Oh shit. God. What do I do? Now, the road behind me, I'd have to back the whole way out. I could have done that.
Yeah.
I decide I'm just going to drive on the sidewalk because I see parking right beyond Delo's dungeon. I just jump on the sidewalk and drive down there. So the road is not made for cars. It's only made for deliveries, trucks back into it, delivered to, Delo's dungeon, Sam's sad sack or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they pull out and get the fuck out of the way. You don't pull down it with a car and go, oh shit, now what? And everybody in line's looking at me and, what's this fucking idiot doing? Here comes the train. Not that it was going to hit me because there's enough road in between, but here comes the fucking train. And they're like, oh, Mark, you need my. I'm like, I know what needs to be done. Ramp the sidewalk. Drive the sidewalk for about 500 feet. In park. That's what I thought you were going to tell me. Something like that.
Oh, my God.
When we were in Buffalo, I'll show you exactly where it's at because it's not that far from the fucking stadium. People that listen to us in Buffalo know exactly where I'm talking about, I'm sure.
I'm wondering if I know what you're talking about, too.
I'm sure you do. It's just, Hailstorm wasn't huge.
Yeah.
They were, they were big because it was when Here's to Us just came out.
Yeah.
that song. Everybody loved Here's to Us. So I'm like, oh, plus Lizzie Hale,
Yeah.
yada, yada, yada. So we went when they were still little, and they were Dilo's Dungeon. I really wish I knew what the fucking place is called now. Dilo's Dungeon is so much better.
It sounds way
Dilo,
harder.
you know why I
metal.
said Dilo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because he just, when I looked up, he was the first person
Sob.
that caught my eye. But yeah, I understand those types of experiences, Jenks.
Oh yeah.
Just imagine if you wouldn't have gone straight. You
Oh,
would
yeah.
be brought to you would be in the Heart Dungeon right now, probably.
I could be in Saskatchewan at this point. Saskatoon. I could be on Broxwood Ranch.
You could be. Great segue. So let's talk about SummerSlam, Sir Michael Jenks.
Let's do it.
It was yourself and Callie against me. Non-title match, just for shits and grins, because we were together on
Everything.
So it really didn't matter.
Exactly. And that seemed to have gotten blown apart on night 2.
We did get blown apart on night 2, by the way. Night 2 was not our night.
It was rough.
We'll get there. You know, I should probably open up the notes prior to all of this, but
You're a professional. You can do it at the same time.
I have 6 different jobs today, sir. Stop it.
Could be 8 by the end of the night.
Yeah, Undertaker. Roman and Jay against Braun and Bronson. Dude, this was a hell of a match to start. I didn't think this was going to start because of Roman and the star power in it of him and Jay right off the bat.
Yeah.
But then once you actually think about it, it was so much gooder. Not a good word, but so much gooder that they did this to keep Roman away from anything that happened on SummerSlam.
That's true. Well, you might as well put the 2 biggest stars in the popularity wise on the card right to kick it off. Jay will get the crowd popping. It was the same thing with WrestleMania when he came out and faced Gunther. He came out, yeeted, everything was grand. Roman is such a iconic figure at this point. You might as well just open the show with him. Plus, you're getting 2 of your younger talent out there really early in the show. People aren't exhausted. They're going to watch Braun and Bronson do their thing. This was a perfect combination for him to kick off SummerSlam. And then they decided to yeet again, and it cost them big time part of the match.
It did cost it. This was good, though. I wasn't expecting this to be as good as it was. Like, there was a lot of action that Roman flew over everybody. Bronson flew into everybody. Like, I thought Roman was dead when he did his leap. I thought the others were dead when Bronson did his, because Roman didn't hit. Bronson fucking hit.
Bronson hit like a wrecking ball. Roman found new life because he almost shot himself to the ramp.
Yeah.
And it was very good, but at the same token, it was also like, oh my God, they're going to kill each other somehow, some way, because they were going, it was a lot of excitement right off the gate with it.
This is going to come that you're not a wrestler. You don't know. It was good, but sloppy good.
Yeah.
But it still did its thing.
It was enough to get the crowd going, which is what it needed to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got that one right. Women's title match. Listen, we knew this. We knew this from the first time that they crossed paths. I said, these are going to be go back 2 months. I said, these are going to be your next tag team champions. But I love this too. Did you see Flair in the presser after actually say the word friends, and it kind of looked like it blew up the whole thing then?
Yeah.
It kind of disappointed me.
I think it can be played off. I think they
in
can
a
play
good
it off. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're ruined yet, because we all know where this is ending up.
Yeah.
In time.
It'll get there. Probably.
But I think the word friend was told by both of them. You do not say that.
And
as great as Charlotte is, it was a slip of the tongue. She just, oh shit.
Well, and that's the thing though. When you've got the Unreal show, you're now comfortable letting the veil down in front of the camera. You're going to have these moments pop up where Charlotte's going to slip like that. Yeah, Charlotte's one of the biggest stars in the women's wrestling of and WWE, but you've pulled back the curtain so much that there's a blurred line.
And it's
when the lights are on, it's going to be very tough for them. When the lights are on and they're in the ring, it's easy. When you're in the back, it's not so easy.
Yeah. And you're making, not that you're making them do the TikTok, because we talked about this last week of them doing the roller coaster TikTok and everything. Yep. That's all media related to WWE. Whoever did, I forget who it was with. I think it was Kelly. I'm not sure. That, hey, let's ride the roller coaster. Yeah. That's all parts of, like, they have to think, do we really have to stay in character for this? Or You're right. They can pull it off. They need a healthy run now. They need to reset these titles.
They need to be at least 5 months. I think through the end of the year, they have to be.
First of all, there's no competition.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing is they got to find them competition and somebody to defend against, because if they're just holding them for 5 months without defending them, what is the use here?
Right.
Why do we have the titles?
Right.
We go back to that age-old question that we've always asked.
I know they fought for them, but they haven't done them well.
Yeah.
These two could reset it. And I know I say that a lot, but these are two legends now.
They could reset it, but again, we also just said there's no competition, so you can't reset it without competition.
I know. I went twice first now. What did you think about the Cross and Sammy match that we were like,
I mean, it was fine. I wish Sammy would have used the pipe in the match, but it was good. But I think also it was kind of predictable because we didn't know what Cross's status was going to be coming out of this week, and we still don't know what it is.
He was hugging people as he was leaving.
He was saying goodbye because I think he is genuinely thinking he's on the way out. So to me, it was, we'll give him one last hurrah, but also give Sammy a victory at SummerSlam.
I echo all of that.
Yeah.
This should have been later in the card.
It should have been a bathroom break later in the card.
Karrion Kross's entrance at 6:30. I don't know what time the hell the match was. But is horrible. I'm still when it's dark and he comes into Raw or SmackDown and you can play with the lights. It's a great entrance. Probably one of the best, just because of Fall and the Prey and Scarlett being a lunatic. It is so good, and the fire and everything. This is almost as bad as when Bray came out and it was 4:00 in San Francisco.
It was as bad as when the Wyatt Six came out then 24 hours later, and it was bright as hell.
You need to let the sun set for some people. Okay, so it's a bathroom break right before Punk and Seth. That's okay too. The people that want to see this will stay. Mark will watch it at least till the entrance is over and then go get Domino's or whatever. You did Karrion wrong because that's his big thing right now. Karrion's not relevant. At least give him his entrance.
Exactly. Let him have his entrance. Let him have his 5 minutes of glory. But again, that's WWE's mindset of, hey, at least you're on SummerSlam, so you're getting the pay-per-view check.
Yeah.
Take it and deal with it.
Take it and deal with it.
Well, do you want me to go next?
Tiffy and Jade.
Okay.
We got this wrong.
We got it wrong.
There's going to be discussion.
Shocked me. But it's a women's world title match. First of all, give it at least 10 minutes 10, 12 minutes. Dare I say they were cooking a little bit in this match because I was enjoying this.
I was.
But then when it's 7 minutes and we're wrapping this shit up, it killed it.
Fast.
Very fast. And you're going to tell me somebody you've been building since they've came in, and I'm talking Jade here, you're letting them lose clean in only 7 minutes.
That's where I said we were going to discuss.
Yeah. Have we given up on Jade?
They don't have faith in her anymore.
They don't.
Because I'm going to link somebody else into this too that I just read prior to.
Do it.
And I don't know if you read this. We'll stick and stay with Jade real quick. Have they seen that maybe we can't polish? Maybe we can't. Maybe time off to make her just a brute and tell her, listen, you're good as being a brute. Maybe we need to change your move set. You can't be doing flips and everything. I want to do flips. You can't do them though, right? Because you're not ready for them yet.
Yep.
And I know I hate on Jade so much, and I apologize. This was starting to be a good match, and maybe if 3 to 4 more minutes, we would have saw something.
Yeah.
I think they're pulling everything from Jade. I really do.
I think so too. And which makes me also believe this was a recent decision. This was not a decision made before the Queen of the Ring ended at the end of June. They pulled the trigger on this very recently.
Last week.
Something has come up in the past week to 2 weeks that said, oh, we can't go forward with this. Yeah. This is not going to be good. Maybe it was even as soon as when Naomi cashed in on Rhea and Io at Evolution. Maybe they realized it then. Yeah. And they were like, we just have to retcon this whole thing.
Because that essentially, which we thought for 6 months, the storyline has been going.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Right.
Okay. Because now you've taken Naomi away from Jade. Or Jade from Naomi, which was a hot storyline. Bianca's not in the picture right now.
Right.
So that was what we've predicted for SummerSlam, for next month or whatever. This was going to be when Naomi took it from Jade to keep this, to get Bianca back, to get it to WrestleMania, essentially.
Right.
Yeah. Boom. You're going to Raw to take the title. Oh, well, that just screwed up my whole plans. Something happened. Is Jade on SmackDown tonight? You guys know.
Yeah.
We're not watching right now, but.
Right.
Or is she MIA until
they figure out what to do with her?
How long? I don't know how long her contract is. If it's a 3-year, she's got
a year.
Yeah. A little more, maybe. Not a year and a half. Maybe a year or two. Polish it up, or
see you later.
Here you go. You got 90 days. Then you can go back to AEW or.
Yeah. And I'll be that devil's advocate. Maybe they were already seeing it with what they had with Lash and said, we have this role of a dominant female out here, and we already had it. And that's why they're pushing the Nia and Lash storyline. That's why you saw it on NXT this week go overboard.
Yep.
That's why you have been seeing it on NXT going full circle. Maybe they're just saying we have a strong, dominant woman already in NXT that's been here, that knows her style, that is wrestling at what we expect them to. And Jade is kind of on the outside looking in at this point.
Grass isn't always greener. It was for a year and a half.
But it's not now. And I'm going to be honest, we're kind of seeing it with Blake too. In a different light.
Oh, without a doubt. And I love Mariah.
Yeah.
You're not our company.
No. She's been cut off in what she could probably truly do.
I will go back and say the same thing with Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
The other one I was going to throw into this loop that I saw kind of because releases are always brought up. This one's going to, this shocked me when I read it. I don't remember where I read it from, but I read it. Is Lyra going to be a release in a couple months?
I would be really surprised if that happened.
I mean, I know I'm jumping to night 2, essentially.
But well, let's go there because we have to talk about it. Why did it happen?
Right? I mean, all right, so Becky has Nikki Bella. Now we're throwing Raw involved as well, but Becky's going to have Nikki Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Lyra and Bayley walked away from each other.
And now they have to walk back towards each other?
To get back to Becky, but Lyra can't win as long as Becky's there.
Yeah.
Because we know sure as shit Nikki's not winning, right?
I wouldn't think. Unless they said, hey, because Liv's not here. Here you go.
There's some issues going on.
Yeah. There's something happening with the women's division behind the scenes.
Yeah. We'll cover the match when we get there, but because otherwise my notes will be all fucked up, Jenks. You know that. But we were both shocked that Tiffy retained.
Yes.
Where's Tiffy go now?
Yeah. Who's
Still
she
not
facing?
the greatest run. Even, I don't know. Are they trying to make it a better run? We're not going to get recycled with Charlotte. She's busy. I don't know. Do we get a returning Bianca?
Maybe, but the only way this run gets salvaged is if Tiffy goes heel and goes heel Tiffy. She's not good babyface.
She's not. We all loved Tiffy when she was a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Drew got his passport, so he made it. So Logan and Drew against Randy and Jelly. I'm shocked the outcome. I'm shocked of how much happened. I'm shocked in the whole thing, but I still didn't like it.
Listen, it was not going to be a wrestling classic whatsoever.
Right.
But I was shocked that Jelly took the table spot. I didn't like
waiting, looking right at him, waiting.
Yeah, just waiting, praying to God. I didn't like how we did the whole Mick Foley, Hell in a Cell kind of scenario to get back into the match. I thought that was dumb. And to your point, it really took away that Randy was not heavily involved in this thing.
Yeah.
Which is now making me think, was Randy injured in some capacity that he couldn't carry this? Because if I would have been a betting man, I would have said Randy was getting the handicap match and Jelly would come in and get a couple quick save spots.
And Logan takes the pin.
Exactly. But that's not what happened either. So
No.
I don't know who Randy pissed off.
It was fun, I guess, as a wrestling fan. I'm like, what does this do? It doesn't do anything.
Much.
Oh, this guy. You don't get a lot of clicks from me tonight.
Well, got to open them somehow.
And then we get to the main event, Punk against Gunther. And let me just say, I fucking told you. I fucking told you. That was not an injury.
Yeah.
By the way, the match of Gunther and Punk was unbelievable. I loved every fucking second of it.
I agree. Anybody shitting on this match, and I'm looking at Alvarez because him going off rails and saying, "Oh, it was just Gunther beating the shit out of Punk and da 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 da."
No shit.
Yeah. What did you expect this match to be? Because I expected it to be Gunther beating the shit out of Punk, And then Punk somehow pulling a fucking rabbit out of his ass.
Oh, that's what he did.
Yeah, that's what he did. This is 4-star to me.
Yeah.
He did it. He did exactly what I thought he would. I love that they made Gunther bleed because A, yes, it made him vulnerable to lose. B, keeps him strong. C, plays off the nose injury and face injury that he had going into the match, so they
And
can
now
write
he's
it
on
off
the shelf for a while, so he's written away from this.
Exactly. So it was a perfect way to write him away from it without any issue and make him look not that weak.
Right.
This was perfect. And the execution.
Yeah. This was great. I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, maybe they're not going to. I still had a feeling even if Gunther won, Seth would cash in on him then.
Yep.
Seth was cashing in no matter what. But
Regardless.
At one point, I was like, they're not fucking giving it to Punk. I'm like, they're not going to give him his 5 minutes and 25 seconds. They're not giving it to him.
Nope.
Oh my God. Then he got it. I'm like, okay, that's his title for
however
many years
long
to come.
Yep. And then
I don't think he's taking it from Seth anytime soon.
I don't think he's taking it at all.
Paris,
I don't think he's taking it from Seth at all.
No. I don't know if he sniffs it here in the near future again.
I can't imagine.
I mean, the Seth Punk thing is probably going to carry us to a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, absolutely. In Saudi, probably at Crown Jewel.
Paris is going to be a double disqualification or something, or we'll get another one.
We're going to get
Crown Jewel gets it.
I'm going to throw LA Knight. We're going to triple threat with LA Knight at some point because Punk fucked up the main event for LA Knight.
Right.
And then that'll carry it 1 month. Then it'll be Seth or Punk and LA Knight 1 month for who's getting Seth. Punk, Seth, Hell in a Cell or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Seth has it until
whenever.
Until Roman.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. It's till Roman's ready for it.
Yeah. Because we both still everybody wants Seth Roman finally again, right?
That's the payoff match.
Yeah. That's WrestleMania match. Seth Roman in my notes.
Night 2.
Yeah. It's there.
I'm going to predict it now. Seth wins.
At WrestleMania?
I think so.
So Seth is going to have like a year-long reign?
I think so. I think Roman gets written off. It's either that or they're letting Roman finish his story. And I don't know if they're going to let him finish his story and beating Seth. The one person he couldn't beat throughout his career. Because if they let that happen, then I think we're on the precipice of Roman's final year of his career. Big words.
Big words, 5 deep.
It's 4. 3.
That eerie math is rough.
Who's counting?
But
Steiner math.
Right? I loved it. And then Seth comes out with crutches. Okay, it's a different spin on him just running out.
Yeah.
I knew way back, but as soon as they throw up the sponsored by or produced by Paul Levesque and the other jabron that's on there with them, I'm like, this isn't over. This isn't over. You're baiting people just to turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then he walks out.
It's a classic shtick.
Yep.
I mean, this dates back to when Ciampa turned on Gargano back at NXT. And it was perfect.
We'll
they put the credits up
shortly.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the whole family pretty shortly here.
I loved it though. Seth has great cash-ins.
Yeah.
It was noted. We knew it was coming, but just because he came out with crutches was a different spin, and I'm like, okay, that's your spin this time.
It created doubt in some people's minds too.
Yeah,
because then you're sitting there like, oh, are we not doing this, or just the quick? Oh, I'm watching you. I'm coming for you. Because they've done that in the past, so we've been conditioned to both.
And there was no referee. because there was 6 of them down at ringside, and he just grabbed Jessica. I think there was only like 3. Oh, we got the finger. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know if you guys saw it. And it was when Seth came out and he tossed his crutches down. Normally, when you cash in, you have to bring a referee down with you, and Seth did not have a referee, so that might have given you guys some doubt as well. But if you looked when they were looking at Gunther, Jessica Carr was there. I think Dasha was down there, and like 2 others were kind of all just rummaging around. He grabs Jessica and says, "All right, you're getting in the ring," and cashes in and does the Punk thing. And then Jessica at the end, apparently this was something noteworthy I didn't know, and I'll ask Jenks when he bebops back into the room. This was the first time that a woman was involved in a cash-in, because Jessica said, "Thank you for that moment at SummerSlam being the first." So that was pretty cool within itself. So far, night 1 for me, it was good. There was a couple hiccups at the Sammy match. We knew, we just wish Sammy would have really used something. The Jelly match, we wanted more from Tiffy, but the other 3 were really the meat and potatoes of night 1 for myself. Jenks, so I gave my little rundown of night 1 about the matches while you were doing your thing away from this for a second. What's your rundown essentially of night 1?
Night 1, I'm going to be honest. There's some things on night 2 that made me really question what we were doing with the company moving forward in that. So I thought night 1 was kind of a little bit better than what I saw going on in night 2. And I think aside from Sammy and Karrion, which wasn't a bad match, don't get me wrong, it was a pretty good card and a pretty good watch for the most part.
That's essentially, when you go back and listen to this, that's kind of kind of what I said while you were gone. While you were gone doing whatever you're doing at your house,
saving dogs. Things are happening. There's chaos happening at this establishment.
There really is. So we shift to night 2, and it's a women's triple threat starting it off. And this was the perfect way to start it as well. I really do. Naomi getting the roll up, holding the tights that didn't need to be, because it's a no disqualification match anyway, but just to throw that she's still that dastardly out there. I like this match. I mean, we both had Naomi because we're like, no way. It was not Naomi.
I think this match was fantastic for what it needed to be. All 3 women killed it. Again, to your point, Naomi playing the dastardly role and all that, and still playing the heartbreaker in this, because this was Rhea and Io. They had everything in Evolution. Naomi stole it, and again, Naomi steals it again. And so now we're building up this Naomi Stephanie at Paris. If she gets past Io, which I'm assuming she will next Monday night, but who knows? But this was still, these 3 women can work. Yeah. You could put Rhea and Io with anybody and they could work. Naomi is the same thing. You could put her with any people and it works. And it's still a fantastic match. So I think it was beautifully done and a great way to kick off SummerSlam, because again, you're putting your most popular female in the number 1 slot and saying, okay, go.
Yeah. I really want Steph to win. I really do, because I love Steph that much.
Right.
Take this prediction down the line for in a couple weeks. Man, she's not gonna. It's her first one. It's her first kind of big match. She might get the showcase. Naomi's going to get the same type of victory, I think. Because not that Steph's not ready. Naomi's just so money right now that they would be stupid to do it.
Yeah. Unless they're just banking on it. Steph is the future, so they're just going to bank on it and go high. because that could happen.
It could, and I'd be all right with it.
Yeah.
But I don't. You know how you always get that one random title shot?
Yeah.
And a year later, the same match happens and you win it.
Yeah.
That's
where
my heart is right now.
Yeah.
Couple weeks to build, maybe we'll see. But I'd be all for Steph winning it.
Yeah.
That's a complete shift on then what's going on. Unless we're setting up Steph Rhea, which I think that is something
that's happening. But again, you have so many Rhea matches that need to get done sooner rather than later. And on top of that, Rhea needs to beat Io at some point.
Right. Rhea's never away from the title.
Yeah.
Right. She can always just say, I want a title shot.
Yeah.
She does have just this came in my head. I got to get it out. She's got so many skeletons in her closet, not in a bad way, that she needs to wrap up so many storylines before she can start something.
Exactly.
That has meat on it.
Exactly. But again, long-term storytelling, she's got plenty of years left ahead of her. So maybe that's what they're banking on with some of these. Some come due beforehand. Io and Bianca, they're a little bit older. So theirs could be coming up due before you start tapping into a Stephanie and Rhea matchup or a Rhea Tiffany matchup or things of that nature.
Shout out to her husband Buddy. He had his ankle surgery, I think today as recording, and hopefully he's on the mend to get back to be part of the Hounds of Hell or the Dogs of
Hellhound.
Or
their
poor name changes so much too.
Listen, Brody's got his own thing with Brodito, so
I'm not a big fan of that.
I think you got to get on that train.
I am not a big. I love Bandito. I love Brody King. I don't know if I like the name. That's what I'm stuck on.
I'll deal with the name. The tag team works.
The tag team does work. Just call it this. I don't like Brodito because it reminds me of too much of Matt Riddle having being fucking involved. I don't know.
That's fair.
Where are we? Oh,
we're at TLC.
Yeah.
Well, the car wreck. They had 2 of the 3 car wreck members of the original one.
There's minimum. I said poor Candace. That's essentially my notes in the Wyatts keep this.
Yeah.
Holy Christ! This I've never in a long time seen WWE allow them to say, do you guys think you can do that? Sure. They allowed them just to do.
It's been it's about 25 years since they've allowed them to do that in a TLC match.
Yeah.
Do anything.
By the way, did we need
2 of the 3 there? No.
Right.
Hand to God. They did that on purpose
to
shove it in their face that they're in AEW.
Yeah. Without a doubt. That's why.
Well, you know what?
But in 2 months, we're getting the Hardys against.
I was going to say, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the newest WWE development company having their pay-per-view stars showcased on the SummerSlam might be worth it.
I don't know. Candace is the star of this match, right?
She has to be.
I mean, there was a Spanish fly off of the fucking
turnbuckle.
Candace, you're not in this, sweetheart.
You don't need to take this.
What are you doing? Maybe she clearly, in my eyes, hit wrong, or Johnny was responsible. Maybe he was looking to cash in health insurance, but I thought she was dead. I literally thought her fucking leg cut in half and was inside out.
I thought she displaced her hip or something, and it just shot out the other side of her. Like, that's how bad it looked. She hit the side. I mean, she hit where she had to hit on it. It just did not look good coming down.
No. Johnny tweeted, earlier this week, you guys all think I slept on the couch. We were in a hotel. I didn't have a couch. See that?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy ass. Like,
Yeah.
And after watching it, I get disappointed because of what we predicted. Like, where do we go now? The Wyatts for a month now have completely, in every type of match, 4 Wyatts against 4 when I was there.
Yeah.
4 members of every team. They beat them. The Wyatts against the roster. They beat them. You've crippled, and WWE loves doing this. You've crippled your tag division again. This is where you didn't have to have the Wyatts involved. We both picked Fraxium. Run up, steal it, and then guess what? You can have Wyatt's Fraxium.
Yep.
Okay, they beat them. Street Profits come back. You get. What do the Wyatts have to show now? They're champs. They defeated the roster for a fucking month now.
Yep.
Retire the tag titles because nobody should be able to beat them.
Yeah, and I mean, unless they're gonna bring somebody up from NXT or flip the brands, which at the same token is Raw is the cesspool of tag teams right now because none of them look coherent or good. I just don't know. Like, why wouldn't you even save Andrade and Ray for after this? Because they weren't a tag team before. Weren't a tag team before a month ago. And I get it. You threw them on there to just have them on the card. But at the same token, give the Wyatt somebody to feud against. Because who are they, to your point, who are they going to feud against?
Me and you.
Exactly. 2 randos in the crowd.
Yeah.
There's going to be nothing. We had the extent of the SmackDown tag division going so great, so hot, so good for 8 months. Is this where it falls off? Because they've destroyed the competition for the Wyatt 6.
Is there a draft? Are we going to have a reshuffle?
I feel like we have to.
For the tag division, at least.
Yeah.
So much more, too. But, yeah. Especially the next match we're going to talk about as well.
Well, right into that. The Intercontinental title picture for the women.
By the way, I hate Becky's new music. Absolutely hate it.
I don't hate it, but it's not the theme music we've come to accustomed to.
The whoa.
No, yeah. Maybe that's why she changed it. So nobody would whoa.
No, because Sass gets the whoa. There can only be one whoa in the family.
Exactly. That was a trade-off, so she could wear that god-awful coat.
On Monday?
Monday and Sunday. Sunday.
The parachute that she had on Monday was Becky.
I can excuse that because she's cooking on the mic, but Sundays was something. We've killed 14 ostriches.
Yeah.
And maybe a polar bear.
Yeah. And this is what brings it to Becky retains because Bayley tried. Listen, we both love Bayley. We love every incarnation of Bayley. Just because she punched Lyra now, does she get a shot? I mean, I know we went to Monday and we talked about Nikki. Is Nikki getting the IC title?
I don't know. God, I hope not, but I think she might be for at least a hot minute.
And this is
I would be an
ass. This is all because Liv got hurt, so we're just catering to Nikki?
Maybe. Because she was probably supposed to get a big win over Liv. And then she couldn't get that. Well, let's flip the script here. What I truly now think it's going to be Nikki beats Becky. Nikki loses to Bayley. Bailey and Becky WrestleMania 42.
So my point about 10 minutes ago, where's Lyra?
Exactly.
Unless she gets reshuffled.
Gets reshuffled or gets a rocket on her ass and a shot up card. Because you don't stand toe to toe with two legends for 6 months.
Right.
And have a great SummerSlam match until the end. Which even the end wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad. I said, holy fuck, this is brutal. I wasn't expecting any of this.
No, absolutely not. This was a better street fight than the street fight that we had later on in the night. But I digress. But that's the thing, is she just getting a rocket on her butt, and they're just saying, okay, you've held your own. You're in the main event picture. We'll find a way to shuffle you in, whether you're facing Stephanie, whether you're facing Tiffy, whoever it is, you're going to get into that next upper echelon. And maybe that's who's beating Tiffy in a couple months.
Yeah, because there's got to be, there's always something at Crown Jewel to get a shot for the next month or something. Maybe there's some other ladder match. Maybe we're going to have 17 Money in the Banks pretty soon, since we're getting 2 WrestleManias.
We're going to get 2 Rumbles probably again, and then...
Right. It's all about the money. We said that already, but because Lyra is there. I completely... Her title reigns were great. She fought the legends. She has a resume. I hope what I read is false, farce, whatever you want to say. It was just somebody blowing shit out my ass. Lyra can't be released in a couple months. There's no way. Her and Steph is what I want to see. I really do.
We just talked about this is all about money for WWE. She's printing money.
Yeah.
People love her. They love her entrance. They love her coming out as a Valkyrie, owl, whatever the hell she's coming out as in her entrance.
I said she's got the best smile a couple months ago, remember?
Yep, I do remember that. So there's money written there. You're not going to get rid of money.
Right. What money you need to get rid of is Nikki. You're paying Nikki Bella a lot.
She doesn't need to be back for a full-time run.
No. Stop bringing in Trish. Stop that. Stop all that. Let these youngsters cook now. Between Steph, Lyra, Julia. And I'm not saying you've handcuffed Julia because you have her at the U.S., but there's a lot going on. You haven't unleashed Julia yet.
Right.
And we get a match that I forgot was on the card, Jenks, during watching SummerSlam.
You forgot about it?
Forgot, even though the cage
structure was hanging up. Yeah.
And we were both wrong. We said the Raiders when it was the Sacramento Kings, by the way, the only person probably ever wearing a Sacramento Kings shit.
Yeah.
Since Mitch Richmond was there.
Hey, listen, I respect the Mike Bibby era of the Kings, but I'm not walking around with Kings shit walking.
Go ahead. No, you go first. No. I'm taking a drink of beer because it's almost getting warm.
Yeah, you got to get that down. I got problems. This match this started a 2-match kind of problem thing for me right now. So the cage match, whatever, that was fine. Then we have the MFTs come out, which, okay, whatever the fuck. Jeff Cobb, whatever you want to call him, JC Mateo is about is about as threatening as a teddy bear at this point in time, because I've never seen him actually successfully attack somebody in my time watching him outside of his debut.
Much better in IWC.
And
across
100% and across and just doing anything else. Tama or whoever the hell's it's Tonga Loa now. No. Hikuleo, okay, fine. He's the big heavy now. They have to put him over. You cannot tell me, okay, fine. You want Solo to win. That shocked me.
Right.
But then we're going to let Fatu sit there for 5 minutes and destroy half of the tag team, half of this faction, and completely blow the logic out of this whole thing.
Worst thing of the night. The worst thing of the weekend was this.
Yes, because it made absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
The story was not there. Up until everybody got involved, fine. It was good. It was fine. But then you got everybody involved, and then we're beating the shit out of people. 2 of the 4 after the match. Absolutely insane to me. Just let Jacob win it at that point.
Yeah. Wait. Yep. And Jimmy did nothing.
Jimmy added nothing to this.
Nothing.
Like, at that point,
Have him turn.
Bring Jay out. I don't care. Somebody come out and do something. I get Jay and Jacob have had problems in the past. That's fine. But Jesus Christ, even the odds or something, or at least attempt to even the odds. Make it worthwhile to me, because it was not worth it at that point.
No. Hated this. Hated all of this because of that. Everything. Not a thing made sense in this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to piss everybody off. I'm going to show you how much of a bastard I am. I am sick of it. We're talking about the Intercontinental Dom against AJ match. Dom wins, which that shocked us, by the way. We both had AJ. Every event from the lowest indies until SummerSlam I'm going to get hate. I'm going to get little death threats. Do we have to pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero every event? This one, I will step back from shitting on. But it happened in night 1. Mm-hmm. It happened at TNA the night before. It happened on NXT. It happened this. Yes, he is a legend. If you pay tribute every fucking match, every this, that, or the other, when you pay tribute to him, it kind of gets watered down. There should be a few that do the 3 Amigos.
Yeah.
Dom should be one.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes should be one. And Andrade. Those are my 3 right now that I just... Okay, fine and dandy. My God. I mean, yeah, it was a 20-year reunion. This, that, and the other thing. It was this, that, and the other. I'm all art. But it just set me off. That this was just... This whole match was just an Eddie match. And it pissed me off because I wanted an AJ and Dom match. Because I think it could have been good.
Yeah.
This was not for me. Am I an ass, Jenks, for saying that there's too much tribute?
I don't think you're an ass, because I think you're right. I think there should be specific people that do the tributes and it has happened a lot more than it should have in the past. And like just since WrestleMania 32, I feel like that's when it started, because Sasha did it, Mercedes did it then, which was perfectly fine. But now everybody must do it. It's like, we have to do an Eddie spot. We have to do this spot. We have to do that spot. No, you don't. There's no reason for it. The 20th anniversary would have been a perfect reason to do that. And would have made sense for it. But because it happens a lot, we're just kind of numb to it. I'll give AJ props. At least he came out in a lowrider. That was a little bit different. That's something you don't see every day.
Right.
They found a creative way to do the Eddie shoe spot. A little bit difficult to get the shoe off, but they did the spot, right?
Right.
So that was a creative play on it. But when you do 3 Amigos every match, it's just a move at that point. It loses its luster. Dom can do the Three Amigos and it still be the Three Amigos. Dom can do the 5-star frog splash and it's still a frog splash, the 5-star frog splash.
It's his
makes
dad.
sense.
Yeah.
It's his dad. It's not his deadbeat dad. It's his real father. So this makes sense. But to your point, when things get washed down like that, it's just hard to invest in a celebration of the match and of the people. You took my note right away about the AJ and Dom match. That's what I was coming to expect in this thing. It never dawned on me this was 20 years for Dom and Ray. Or the Ray and Eddie and Ray and all of that. Yeah, exactly. It never dawned on me it was 20 years. And maybe I missed that when it came on screen during Raw or whatever it is. But I would have never put 2 and 2 together. So now knowing that, I wish it could have been nobody was doing shit for it. And we could have just had this match to kind of work with it.
I would have went nuts.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, that would have been sweet.
Matches are cool.
They are cool when they're done because you get a new twist on things. You get a new twist on the shoe spot. You get a new twist on the chair, which that was a cool spot. Right. It had its moment, but people everywhere are doing it.
Yep. It's. I understand you're paying homage to one of the greatest, and you want to do that from little indie show to this. You're watering it down. You're not now. You're making it because, somebody in Schenectady. You watched Eddie on TV as much as I did. You never crossed paths with him. Why are you doing a shimmy?
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing a shimmy. And to that point, and I'll get the hate for this. I mean, Sasha was just a big fan of Eddie. So why was she doing it? I mean, it's the same. It's what it is. And I hope that, because of the finish that we got, they'll do a second match at Clash in Paris where it is strictly AJ versus Dominic. And we get that without the gimmicks, without anything else.
Yeah.
So
I hope because it kind of made its way back around on Raw, and we'll get to Raw and our hot takes on Raw and everything. Then we get to Cody and Cena. I don't know, Jenks. We both picked Cody. Cody won. There were some cool things that happened in this. But I think it's all washed away with what happened after. First and foremost, Cody has the moments to turn. And I believe it. I don't know. We're not watching it. It should happen as we're recording on SmackDown. And we'll talk about it next week. If it doesn't happen last night when you guys are listening, I don't know if it's going to now because there was too much love after the match. And I don't know. Fuck. We want Cody heel. We want Cody heel now, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't know. There was too much love. Remember what we started the show about? Money?
Money walks right into the door.
Money walks right into the door and says, we don't care what lawsuit's going on. This has nothing to do with TKO. But wrestling fans, a la us, Brock's linked to WWE, which then is linked to TKO in my books. Doesn't matter if this happened under a different regime. Nick Khan. Hey, you talked about him earlier.
Yeah.
He's waving. Go back and read the Janelle Grant stuff that we talked about that we don't bring up much anymore because it's just getting worse. I don't know. Did Cena say, hey, I want to face Brock? Do what you need to on my retirement tour? This is horrible. in my eyes, of a human being, of like everything that's going on. Cool, Cody won, but oh fuck, you fucking brought Brock Lesnar back that was doing things. What are you doing, WWE?
Cena has denied asking for Brock to come back. And he has literally, I think he said, I just take on who they put in front of me. So he's being a company player, right? To that point, WWE had to have been sitting there. And I think I saw something where it said they were paying Brock anyways. He was just sitting at home riding out his contract. So he was getting paid. He wasn't suspended.
So pay him and let it go.
No, but they didn't want to do that because it's too good of money, and it's probably more money to bring him into Saudi Arabia than it is anything else. And we sell our soul to do it. There's a lot of questionable decisions made over the past several months by WWE, I'll say. Maybe even longer. Yeah. That I'm sitting here like, do we really pull the curtain back that much and alienate pieces of your fan base? Let's have that conversation. Let's have that discourse. Because if it's anything like church and state, you should probably be keeping a lot of things separated from your actual product. No matter what.
Unless you're going to open it all up and open this Pandora's box up then.
Yeah.
Not a 30 for 30 in about a year and a half.
Not a dark side either.
You got Unreal right now. Put it on there. Show us how much. Show us. Tell us what you got.
Put us in the boardroom.
Not a WWE style. Really open your fucking doors then.
Yep. Show
the paperwork of Laurinaitis, McMahon, and Lesnar.
Yeah. Don't ignore it when you want to, and then bring it to the forefront when you think you need to.
Yeah. This gave SummerSlam a bad taste for me.
I guarantee you next year, WrestleMania, Vince is going into the Hall of Fame. And I think this is...
Yeah, and Brock better fucking induct
him. Yeah. Because that's the path they've chosen to go down right now.
Yeah. And as much as we're like Trips' era, the Netflix era has been pretty cool. Trips, you're laying in the same bed right now, buddy. I know it's TKO and you're a worker of TKO. But how about talk to your buddy The Rock that only sees money right now?
Mm-hmm. Figure out a way to get it back to what you tried to build and what you wanted to focus on.
And you were.
Yeah. You were until night 2 of WrestleMania 40.
The last fucking 30 seconds.
Yep.
I literally, and I know Jenks was, hanging out with Mr. Brightside then. I didn't want to ruin it. But I was about a millisecond away from hitting send. And I knew you were there. I didn't send you anything the whole night, the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Wanted you, and I know you probably saw it before you saw it, on the medias and everything, but when it was live, Jenks, I kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah. I got a WTF text from Moochie and Quinn, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Because it was right around it. I timed it after I watched it. It was right at the same time. Like from the beginning of the show to the end. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Hoping it was maybe the turn, maybe something. But no, it was this.
So when did you discover it? Back at the hotel after you watched people get arrested, and did you actually wait to get home?
I was good to get home because I was like, I want to come home. I'm going to sit down and watch it Monday. And that's what I did Monday. I watched that basically
prior to social media.
Prior to social medias into Raw time. I think I got done with it at like 10. And then I jumped into Raw to watch the main event. And then I caught up on everything else. But like, I jumped into Raw right as Becky and Nikki were going at it. So I watched it. I'm like, okay, so they were trying to play this off, and this is what they came up with. Instead of doing the Cody turn, they had to stick with the Brock, selling Brock at this point.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a money thing because if you're paying him, you might as well bring his ass back and put him to work, right? But at the same token, it's like, is it really worth it?
Right. So with that, out of a 6-pack, Sir Michael Jenks, what do you rank this year's SummerSlam? We both said we liked night one better, so that's a no-brainer.
Right.
But encapsulate all of it.
I think there was several great matches, and I think honestly, until the steel cage match, SummerSlam was an all-timer, and it was running pretty well.
It was great.
It was really great. I can make the argument that Dom and AJ brought it back a little bit, but the main event, man, an hour of walking around the arena and not much happening during it.
Yeah.
Lackluster to me. I was hoping for, I'm a sicko. I was hoping for blood. I was hoping for a little bit more action, but I guess to that point, you got to guarantee Cena's got 4 months in him to get him to the finish line. So you can't really go too far with him.
Beat the fuck out of Cody and let him win with a roll-up or whatever.
Exactly. But now they're going to roll him into the wolves with Brock, who sometimes plays safe and sometimes can just be like, well, sayonara.
Right.
So if I had to give it a grade, I would go 4.5.
I was going 4.
Okay.
I was going 4 because there's a lot of distaste, and I was the whole Eddie thing, and then go back to night one. Not that I was upset that Jay didn't win, but I was upset that it was starting to cook, like we said, and it was only 7 minutes when neither one really got showcased in it. So, yeah. But we'll both fuck Alvarez and say the Punk Gunther match was great.
One of the best matches of the weekend. I don't know where the hell he was thinking. It was so terrible.
Yeah, terrible. I want to bring up one other thing that involves releases, and then we'll kind of take a pseudo break and then come back and throw shit against the wall for Raw and AEW. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Austin Theory. See you later.
So I've heard conflicting things about this. He's off the internal roster, which is not good. But I've also heard that happens when you have an injury. So
does it though?
That's where some people are like, this has happened before. When somebody's got a prolonged injury, they're off the internal roster and they can't be used. So is it just who's on tap to be used for the night?
Becky Lynch was out on maternity leave and didn't have a contract, and she never left the internal roster, did she?
I don't know. We don't know that. I don't think we ever got a report on that.
But I know, but I'm just saying, like,
well, that's where I'm like, I don't know exactly. I'm out of curiosity trying to look up active superstars right now. He's still on the active roster.
I just picked him to be in the Dangerous Alliance last week.
I think what has been reported on is being blown out of the water.
I would
think
hope
it's
so, because I think Theory is great. I really do. I
I do too.
Polished.
I don't know. I know a lot of people said the downfall was what happened with the tag team title thing last year with Paul and with Levesque and all that stuff.
Right.
Whatever. Even if you're on a shit list, he has too much talent to be left on that shit list.
Listed. Yeah.
Yeah. There's enough talent. Push him somewhere and move him around. Send him back to HBK or whatever.
Right.
You know what you have in there. Refine the edges. But if he's gone, he's going to be a star. And
Soon.
he has to be a star soon somewhere.
Well, it's AEW because he
can't go to TNA because God
that's
forbid they're getting
bought.
bought. Yeah. That's already bought.
Yeah. So we'll watch Austin Theory for a while, see what he does. Maybe he returns at Rumble and surprises us all, because those are the best returns.
Yeah, they are.
Anybody, and this, I'm not jinxing anybody. Anybody get hurts now until Rumble's when they're going to return. There's not. You're not going to have them return at War Games. You're not going to have them. That's the next big one. Let's throw that out there.
Yeah. It's
everything in between is here's matches.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir Michael Jenks, if they like listening to the podcast, where can they listen to us all the time?
Oh, they can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, iHeart Podcast, all of the great podcasting. They can even see us on YouTube. Not physically see us, but they can listen to us there as well.
With our amazing logo.
Exactly. They gotta love the logo. Don't we have merch or something? I think that we kind of sell.
Yeah, we pimp it right out. Down in the description on this, you have our merch that I did contact, by the way.
Okay.
Our merch, and the new stuff is going up within a couple weeks. They said they've been shifting some things around. I asked, holy hell, this, that, and the other. So it's made by CrowdMade. The link is in the description. The old stuff's still up there with the old school logo. It looks kind of like this one that we have right now, but you'll get our pretty faces in a couple weeks, essentially. So there's hoodies, there's shirts, there's tees, there's tank tops, yada, yada, yada. Plenty of different colors. You can go there, click on that, and then buy up some shit. We also have a cool affiliate code, though, right?
Yeah, if you click the link in the bio, it goes to WWE Shop. You can get new merch. Some of the winners of SummerSlam. Some of the losers. You can do what you want. Buy whatever the fuck you wish you want to buy. Go ahead and buy some, or buy some of Cena's last time forever shirts. Get it.
Are you buying one, by the way?
I'm contemplating. I did want to buy the Tampa one. I was kind of tempted by the Tampa one. That creamsicle orange was pretty nice. What about you?
I do like the Jets one. Listen, I'm not a Jets fan, but I'm a green fan. And I don't want it to be neon green, the John Deere green that he's always worn.
Yeah.
The Jets green. If I would switch football teams, I think if I'm going by colors, I would be a Jets fan and just be depressed the rest of my life. But I would pick it because I like the Jets green. So I think if I'm going to pull the trigger on one of these, I'm going to get the Jets green Cena one.
I like that one.
Using our affiliate code, though.
Using the affiliate code. That's the important part. Use that affiliate code for us. Mark, are we on the socials?
We are. We're on the old Facebooks. We're on the Instas. We're on the X's. And Thread still gets posted on because of Facebook. So thank you. Join the discussions there, this, that, and the other. And yeah, if that's the way that you like listening to us, they get posted there too.
Yeah, do it.
We are going to have another Ask Can Crushers by the end of the year. So F you, Drake. You and your mid-season shit. Remembering the names this week. That's what happens when you're 5 years in.
Yeah.
So Drake, get your shit together for end of the year. It'll probably be, I don't know, November-ish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, November-ish. It's about 3 months away. We'll do an Ask Can Crusher. Guys, you don't need to wait till November to send us a question. The email's always open. It's cancrusher69@gmail.com. Send us a question in. We'll make time for you. But we do like having a massive show of 10, 15, 20 questions that we dedicate just to you. So we'll save some in the hopper. But if it's pretty relevant, we'll grab it right now and say, hey, Callie and Jenks are going on a date. They want to know who's going to be their manager tonight.
That's fair. I'm going to say that's... Honey, I love you. That's not happening.
It's not happening.
But
It's
yeah,
not
I get
happening.
it. Yeah. But
Callie's number one fan of Jenks, so.
There's a line. There's a line. I can't, there's fighting for the line. But you can email us the questions or you can call it in. If you want to call in, Mark's talking trash, Callie, and everybody. He's talking trash tonight. Just call in 814-299-6687 and let him have it. If you want 3 minutes in length, just go for it.
That just invites Dan Mucci to have 15 next week.
Well, he needs something to do.
He's been quiet recently, so I imagine it's going to be brought back around.
Well, he's been busy managing.
Not a fantasy football team because he sucks.
Well, he does suck at that. He's managing his children's baseball careers this summer. So
poor kids.
By the way,
I'm sure the kids are throwing farther than him already.
Praying week 1 is still you and Mucci. Did we get an update on the schedule yet? Because I'm hoping so.
No, it always changes. It doesn't matter what. Now we're talking fantasy football, folks. Whatever is in the schedule right now will change as soon as you import the draft. I've noticed that last year. You have to do all the stuff, so it kind of like shifts everything around again. So if it says we're meeting week 1, we're not going to, because as soon as you put the draft in, it kind of shuffles.
Yeah, there's no matchups right now, but we have the rosters. The league is complete. We found the second expansion team for the league, so we're ready to go. But we're praying to God week 1 is Mucci versus Mark, because the commission needs some drama.
The shit for this summer, it's been on us.
We need the shit to hit the fan as soon as this league starts.
Speaking of shit hitting the fan, we'll be back and we'll talk about this week in professional wrestling minus SummerSlam.
This is referee Joe Mandak, and you're listening to Can Crusher Podcast, the podcast that opens the proverbial can of whoop ass.
Welcome back to SK and Crushers, where we're covering the rest of the week in wrestling.
Can Crushers again already?
Oh, I'm way too drunk for this. We are just having Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. Anyways, Mark, what's going on?
I have breaking news. Can
you save this, because it's not going well for me over here.
I have breaking news. One which is really fucking epic. You've heard me for years talk about WrestleCade. Just 10 minutes into this show, they have announced one of their headliners. It's Okada.
No.
Okada is going to be at WrestleCade this year. That may have just changed my life, let alone anything else. It might have been a year of a takeoff because other things are happening in my life, but one, WrestleCade is pretty fucking amazing, and then you throw that Okada is going to be there. I need to have some conversations.
Well, if you want to see Mark, he will be at WrestleCade this year.
Okada is going to be at WrestleCade at the end of November. It's the 28th, 29th, and 30th at Winston-Salem. It's an amazing event. If you've never gone, buy your tickets. You will not be disappointed. You meet a ton of amazing people, and they just announced as we were on air, fucking Okada is going to be there this year. First time ever.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Where I'm going to pull that out of, but I've also gotten tickets online on air.
This raises the question, did you buy it all at once, or are you spreading out
Right. Secondly, our friend Dan Mucci made a recent post, and he says, believe it or not, a recent study found that bowling alleys are actually one of the more quiet places to go. You can hear a pin drop. I send back, just like your fantasy career, that joke struck out.
Was there a response?
It was Arthur making a punching face. That all happened during the commercial break, folks.
The rivalry is alive.
And he tagged me too.
He tagged.
Which it did.
I love it. Did
Throwing shit. Go ahead.
But before we throw shit at the wall, did you see who could be coming to Erie Comic Con?
No.
Devon Dudley and one member of the Bloodline, Rikishi, could be making their presence known at Erie Comic Con. Now, that was announced a month ago, so I don't know if Rikishi's still coming, but Devon's still coming. I know that for a fact.
Next weekend in Washington, Pennsylvania, Terry Runnels will be there. I believe it's at the Wild Things game.
Oh, really?
Which she's always been one that I wanted because I have, back to Dan, I have her in Gold Dust. Like when they first came into the WWE, I have Dustin signed as Gold Dust when, before it became the Gold Dust that Dan liked. But it was like Razor Ramon Gold Dust, like it with the chair, the editors, not the editors, the director's chair, and da-da-da-da-da. That's what I want her to sign. So that would make me going to Pittsburgh 6 straight weekends in a row then on a Saturday. It would be next weekend for Terry. The 23rd. Oh, I can't go next weekend. I got beer coming out next weekend.
Yeah, you had things to do next
Somebody
weekend.
needs to get me Terry Reynolds' autograph.
Well, then it's 2 weekends.
The 23rd. What am I going down the 23rd for? Oh, I'm going to see the Pirates and the Rockies with the boys.
Sorry, Scott.
The 30th, football starts. They play week 1 and 2
That's
at
fair.
home.
Okay.
Week 3, they're at WVU. So essentially, I have to go to Pitt to get to WVU.
Okay.
And they have 2 more home games before they're actually on the road.
So you're going to be basically living in Pitt at that point.
Essentially, yes. While tiptoeing around other things to make people happy.
We'll leave that there.
Let's throw shit against the wall.
Hey, talking about making people happy, Penta and the big ass fucking hat. I
love that hat on both of them, by the way.
I did love it on both of them. I thought they cracked me the fuck up. Really lighthearted. That cracked me the fuck up.
It fit Penta because it looked like, I'm not being stereotypical, but it looked like a Mexican style hat that you would use when you're dancing and this, that, and the other thing. But for Xavier as well, the morning, not wake up morning, the morning sadness, that looked like a hat that, somebody would wear when they're mourning a loss.
Yeah.
Unbelievable hat for both of them. Unbelievable hat.
Agreed. Hat was amazing. You know what? I will give him this. New Day entertaining mourning the loss of the tag team titles. Beforehand, their heel run has been kind of like, wasn't great.
Do you like Big G?
No, I don't like Big G. Do you like Big G?
I actually do.
Oh,
really
no.
Do.
Oh,
I know
no.
they're just going to waste him. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I love Waller. I've loved Waller since he's come in. I really do. This is just stupid fun shit that I'm like, all right, waste him for a while. This is okay.
Yeah.
It kind of means to me, Waller's going to get a push soon. He's got to do something stupid for a while.
That's fair.
Then essentially, I'm like, oh, maybe when him and Theory come back, they are not going to be on the same page. Maybe they don't sniff each other for a while.
True. I thought that team was done with. So I think it's basically okay. They're fully on. We're gonna break it up and we're gonna move forward with it.
Yeah, but they never had a match. That's what I meant. But
do you
I guess
save
they
that?
continue
Do
to.
you could save that now until maybe they both become bigger stars down the
When Big
line,
G
and
is
then
huge.
it's huge. Big G's huge. Austin T is huge, and we go from there.
Right?
Balloons. Sorry.
Squirrel.
Well,
You can tell this is throw shit against the wall segment because here we go. Listen. Do we need Rusev and Sheamus after every PLE to start the fucking show off? Go back after every PLE. And I'm not saying I hate the match.
yeah.
We need to get to something in this. They've all been just random matches. It's pissing people off. You let them have a match. And I think it's getting there, but they have started the show essentially after every pay-per-view in the recent months.
They have.
Here's these two guys.
Here
We
they
can't
are.
do a pay-per-view match, but here they are.
Or it's Sheamus, and then here comes Rusev afterwards to attack him.
Right.
Yeah.
The meat and the potatoes of the segment is Rusev and Sheamus. It doesn't matter if Sheamus is going to Joe Buck or Rusev against whomever.
It's going to be coming back to Sheamus and Rusev.
Right.
Throwing hands. Yeah. So when does it happen? Is it the night after Clash in Paris they go and have a last man standing match? Because that's where it feels like it's going.
God forbid they can't be on Clash of Paris.
They can't travel across seas.
Both out of country people can't come over.
They're not
closest to their country.
They're not allowed to go to Europe, even though they're from Europe.
But the night after Clash at Paris, Raw's going to be in New Mexico. Yeah, here comes Sheamus.
Here's Sheamus and Rusev.
All lighthearted, folks. All lighthearted. Just give them a payoff match, for the love of God. I love them both, but
I don't know what we're waiting for on it.
I don't know what we're waiting for on it. What do you got?
Where do I want to go? Hey, I'll give props to Julia and Zelina. Hell of a match on SmackDown last week. That I think that should have been on the pay-per-view. Probably replacing, I don't know, Sammy and Karrion or something else. I don't care which one you pick. But it was a hell of a match.
Why cannot all the titles be defended on a pay-per-view? Like, it's one, and it's normally, I'm going to be that guy, one of the women's that's always held off.
Side. Yep.
You're right.
100%.
Nothing against Sammy and Cross, but Vegas Ben. I've toted Vegas flag for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I've always loved her. She's handcuffed because probably political reasons, and she wanted to start a union. She was fired. She brought back. Yeah. I don't know if she's ever going to get her real comeuppance, even though she's amazing. We've talked about Julia on this one, that they're like, I don't know if they're ready for her to take over. She's ready. We're ready for her. They just have a lot to do first before they let Julia run wild.
Right. Well, that's exactly it. They're just basically keeping her in the bullpen until they're ready to call the arm out. But
we mentioned this before. I mentioned it in nauseum. But we need to get to what was said. Becky comes out spewing shit with her parachute on. Nikki comes out. They fight over Happy Gilmore too, which I laughed. But I died.
Yeah.
When Becky said, you can't see your ex-fiance, essentially.
When she went there. So first of all, she's talking about her and Seth.
Right. Being the power couple.
Being the power couple. And then they go, oh, that was you a couple years ago. And I'm like, oh, okay. They went there with Cena. Okay. They touched it. But then when she drops a you can't see him anymore, I lost it. I was cackling. I was down the hall. Kimberly's like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, this is way too much. And then I watched the clip over and over and over again the next day because I just could not believe how well it was delivered and how Becky is phenomenal on the mic. And this was just another example of her just shredding somebody with no remorse.
they talked about it backstage.
Oh yeah.
Is this okay to say? And you wonder, Becky's probably ones with bullet points, not laid out anymore because she's so good.
Yeah.
As much as I'm over her, Nikki's probably there too. She's a Hall of Famer. Just get to the bullet points. Hey, I'm gonna throw you guys under the bus. Okay, that's fine. But they really never talk about what is going to be said.
Right.
Do you think it burns a little bit when it's actually delivered? I've been behind the scenes. I've been behind this, that, and the other, but not really privy to what's being said. It's got to.
I think it stings, but what makes it probably burn is when you add 20,000 people reacting to it, because they ate that shit up in the arena. I mean, just look at the memes of the two guys that lost, just stood up and started pointing and were losing it, right? When the arena comes in the moment, it has to burn like a motherfucker. But I think afterwards you sit there and say, that was good business. If you're true professional in wrestling, you're like, that was good business, that worked. But at the same token, man, she's got a 3rd-degree burn right now on her.
If it's a meme, if it becomes a meme 30 seconds after it was said, there's money.
Yep, 100%.
My last, essentially, I think WWE throw shit against the wall. Did you not expect Punk to come out during the LA Knight Seth match?
I did. I mean, he had to have.
Right. It was just, Punk should have sat out a week.
That would have been good. Sat out, let it happen. Or fucking cost Seth the title. Here's my thought. That's where my head went. Why not just cost him the match?
Yeah.
Why attack him? You cost him the match. LA Knight, to Mark's chagrin, is the world champion. But Seth doesn't get your comeuppance, your revenge instantly, and it's instant bad blood. Everything blows up in everybody's face at that point. You can get Seth back to the title easily at any point in time. Or Punk. But now you've wrapped it up. You could have just thrown everybody for a loop and given the fans 2 weeks of LA Knight running,
which some people still want. There's
people out there still want there. So you give them it for 2 weeks, whatever it is, or you pull the Jericho winning the world title on Triple H where it's 30 seconds and then have somebody reverse the decision or some shit like that. I don't care how you do it, but give the instant pop. Yeah. Give the satisfaction. Punk is a veteran. You don't attack the guy during a match. Think about it. I guess they can play it off as blind rage, but I don't know.
The old maybe like Dusty finish or something where, LA Knight gets the victory, but since Pierce was so crazy on Monday night, he was actually watching this in the back, and he's like, whoa, as much as you guys are going to hate, because then you get the hatred of the fans for, he won the match, but he wouldn't have won the match. So it's not in the record book, but he got the cheer for 5 seconds that LA Knight's a champion. You guys lost your shit. But Punk really did this because I was watching the monitor. So he's disqualified. Seth gets the title back.
Yeah.
You get the sadness for LA Knight, which could mean another match down the line.
Right.
You get the more hatred for Seth.
Yep.
That you want. And then you look at Punk, you're like, motherfuck, what did you do? All three get a reaction.
Yep.
Punk's the only one who got the reaction out of this.
Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah.
To your point about the Dusty finish, the perfect example of that is when HBK beat Triple H back in 2003. It was on Raw. He came out, both shoulders were down. Everybody's shoulders were down, but they gave HBK the title for like 3 seconds, and Bischoff came out and said, no, shoulders were down, nobody wins the title, and then fires him because he gets super kicked or whatever it is. it put a lot back on the two performers and added even more to the rivalry behind it. So this way you could have kind of done that as well, where Punk and Rollins go for it. Now there's so much on that because Punk cost Rollins, but Rollins still retained, and there's still so much animosity that can be built off of that. And then you have LA Knight lingering for whatever may come after that. There is elements that could have been played at with this story.
Agreed. How much shit do you have from AEW?
I
have a little.
I have a little too, and I think the first thing I'm gonna say is Stokely is a funny motherfucker because I can't. He can't get hose. Beth has the head of a micro brawler. It was, man, WWE dropped the ball on Stokely, and I don't even know how they did it.
Horrible gimmick, Diamond Mind.
Maybe didn't let him do what he does.
Yeah.
This
is going to sound stupid. Maybe comparison. You can't have too good because Heyman's amazing. We all know Heyman. Stokely compares just on the funny side. Right?
Yeah. Oh, we saw what Heyman said about Callis.
Yeah.
Last week. So, I mean, it's just, I think you're right on that. You can't have too many good managers running around.
You'd compare. You'd compare. I will say this, and I will say this again because I saw this guy in Dax rip down a WrestleCade one time. I love Speedball and Mox's match. As much as everybody got involved at the end. Before everybody got involved, Speedball's so good. He really... I don't think he'll get the love ever. Maybe TNT, maybe like he can wrestle. He really can. And Mox was wrestling too. This was good to start AEW off. It really was. And then all hell broke loose.
Right.
And okay, this is what I expected anyway.
Right.
But before we got that, I'm like, holy shit. This was really good. I just wish they'd take him out of a tag team. I wish he'd let go for TBS. I mean, the TNT title or one of those other ones.
Yeah.
Because it would be fun to have a wrestling title.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have a wrestling title anymore. You know what I mean? Like, where's the Pure Championship? Is it doing anything anymore?
I couldn't even tell you. I thought Lee Johnson was the Pure Champion at one point. I don't think that's the case anymore.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It was a really good match. And saying that with everything that came out ahead of the day with Hurt Business and Speedball, but then shout out to both of them for making fun of it as the night went on. But Speedball is just getting better and better. And he's grown on me a lot more. Like I've seen some of his stuff, but in AEW, he has progressively gotten better and better. Yeah. And I think we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. He is going to be a key player in Fletcher's TNT title run. I just have that feeling that he's going to be the one that's going to be really pushing him and challenging him at some point.
I hope so, because I think that would be amazing.
Yeah. I think that would be a fantastic series of matches. Even if it's just one, it'd be a fantastic match.
2 or 3 though.
2 and 3, give me it.
Inject
it in the veins. Right in.
What else you got?
I personally love a good nostalgia kick, and the fact that AEW brought back this tag team for everybody to see, it's really great to see Generation Me back wrestling wherever they can be at.
What?
Mark's face. You didn't see it. Did you see what they called him? Max and Jeremy Buck.
Yes.
The whole making
fun
of him. I think this whole thing with the Young Bucks is hilarious. I think this is good, classic, entertaining fun. Because, okay, we started with the night after or the couple nights after,
With
whatever,
they
with the
said
bad Titantron introducing him, whatever. The next week, talent name. They're in the ring. They're being jobbed out at that point. This week, the curtain doesn't open up. We
Max
get one
Jeremy.
Max and Jeremy. We get one pitiful fireworks to shoot over top of them.
I did see it.
It's entertaining and it's hilarious.
It is, but I need to know because they're too relevant, too prevalent. Where are we going with this? I don't know where we're going with this. What I need to see, not that I don't want the outcome already. How long are we going to, because too long is too long of the shtick to me.
That's fair. I'm enjoying the ride right now.
I know you are. You're
and I'm going to be on it at some point. We know it's probably going to be Hurt Business and FTR. I don't think Brodito's beating FTR next week.
I don't either. As much as you want them to.
I don't. But as much as I love Brodito, I'm still an FTR guy. So
right.
The other flip side of this is if we're getting FTR Hurt Business, then that means we're getting Bucks FTR somewhere this year. We're getting the 5th or 6th installment of it. And is that where this all ends? Where does this come up? Where's the comeuppance for this all? But right now, I'm just enjoying the ride. This is still burning in them. And I hate to say this, the Bucks are kind of my tag team of the year. So they're kind of running. This little shtick is kind of working for them a little bit.
They became the tag team of my year when they came out in a fucking boat as the founding fathers. Spoiler for Crotchy.
I didn't want to say that cemented it, but
yeah,
they're doing fantastic work.
They really are. I want to know where they're going a little bit. Like they're getting there, but I need a little bit more of a breadcrumb, maybe a piece of bread instead of a crumb right now. My ear hurts. My headphones are kicking my ass tonight, by the way. Not that anybody needed to know that or you, but
he's just messing with his ear. But here, did we get that breadcrumb? Was it last week when they had that encounter with FTR in the locker room? We starting to cross paths with the team. So I think we've had the little breadcrumb. But to your point, the picture, the breadcrumb picture that helps paint where the path is going isn't laid out yet.
No.
We have it in the back of our minds. There's another FTR Bucks match at some point, but we don't have that painted picture of what the path might be going forward
until FTR gets the titles. I'm not there yet.
That's fair.
Because shit, Brodito might get it.
Yeah, and Brodito might get it.
And they're like, oh, now where are we going? I can't predict AEW anymore. I can't. Tony is just like this segment. I think sometimes just throw shit against the wall and it works. Sometimes we're like, oh, I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of the shit he's been throwing at the wall this year has played out very well in storytelling.
It has.
And we may be confused for a couple weeks, but after a couple weeks, we're like, fuck, there it is.
The confusion sets in a lot longer than a couple for me, usually. I think you're on it faster in AEW than I am anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I'm lost a little bit. It's not that I'm not watching it or anything. It's like, okay. Unless it's the main things, like MJF. The whole MJF Briscoe match, and clearly we know where it's coming out of that. Yeah.
But like the little things where the long term, what are they throwing down the line?
Yeah.
What are we building up to 5 months down the road, 7 months down the road? Yeah.
I think amnesia is setting in for me. That's what it is.
That helps with being a wrestling fan, though.
It does. It really does. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't got anything else. I think we're ready. We're getting ready for the week coming up for wrestling and all that, and mentally preparing for just the week in general coming up.
I was gonna say, what do you?
You know what? I do have to say one thing. We gotta send out well wishes to Jonathan Gresham. He had 2 strokes. I think I learned about today. Actually, I learned about it earlier this week. I think it was. Jordan Grace is flown back to be with him, but he's had 2 strokes and he's trying to recover now.
That's crazy. I did not hear about this whatsoever.
Yeah, so apparently he ended up calling 911 someday earlier this week. Left side was paralyzed. He said it took him 30 minutes to call 911 based off of what he put on Twitter and that. And Jordan didn't know about it until she saw it through the ring cam. The ambulance is taking him out. The paramedics taking him out of the house. So well wishes to him. It sounds like it's going to be a quicker recovery because they seem to think that just in a short amount of time, he should be back to wrestling, let alone doing anything else. So this might have been 2 minor strokes that have occurred, but
he is fitter than fit.
I know. So I don't. They did say
my thoughts.
Well, one of the things I did read about it was they're tying it back to the COVID that he had a couple weeks ago. I guess there was a really bad case, and that may have led to this down the line. So
yeah,
stay on top of things, but yeah.
Gresham. Yeah. Listen, if you got a twinge in your arm, you got this, you got that. I know it's about money, folks. I really do, but money will come back. Head to the doctors, do this, do that. Jenks, I wasn't going to tell anybody with this. Now that you said that, I just made a doctor's appointment for a full checkup and colonoscopy and everything because
good.
I know I'm 48. I've not been to the doctor in years for something to get checked up on. So
that's good. You need to go. It's always good. Get a yearly checkup, whatever the case may be, however you can. Just get the checkup. Be safe. I'm lucky through work.
Stop yelling at me.
Listen, I'm going to yell at you kids. No, I'm lucky through work. They give us at least like an incentive program to kind of go get vision checked out, go get your health checked out, things like that. But it's always good to make that best practice. Take your health seriously so that you can live long and continue to love wrestling for a shit ton of years longer.
Paying $30 extra a month. No.
Live long enough to pay $60 to see all the WWE programming on WWE Network. That may come back.
It's going to come back.
That's going to be $80 a month just to watch.
I remember when I went back to school, that day that the WWE Network came out, I skipped a class to make sure that I got it the very first fucking second that it was available. I wanted to be, I would hope that my email was one of the very first that was available. I'm like, I'm buying this because it was unbelievable.
Do you know how lucky I felt knowing that they released the network on my birthday? It was like a birthday present wrapped up for me. Like it dropped on my birthday, and I'm like, oh, you guys are too kind to this old wrestling fan at the time.
I was showing in the kids, and they really were kids. That were, I only had the CM Punk tattoos. They're like, oh my God, but you like wrestling. I'm like, yeah. When they came out of that class that I skipped, they're like, did you get it? Did you get it? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and do you want to look at some of the shit that's on it? And there was a break, and we're like, oh my God, we can go back and watch Skywalkers, and we can go back and watch it. And we're like, this is pretty awesome.
Yep.
It was amazing. It still is amazing. It's just what has changed since 2014.
Yeah. And it sucks because I remember WWE Network and I'm like, man, I had everything figured out on there. That thing was just golden.
It was so easy to listen. I'm not shitting on Peacock but I still hate Peacock's way of finding things.
Yeah, Peacock is not designed to find things. It's designed to just place things out there and hope for the best. Yeah. The app structure is just terrible, but
it's not going to be on there long, folks. So don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We'll complain about it on the ESPN's app when it gets there.
ESPN Plus is tough to maneuver. I'll tell you this right now, especially when I'm looking for like random college football games.
Yeah.
It's tough to find some stuff.
Listen, us wrestling fans, if I've learned one thing, we're fickle. Fickle fans.
We are. You can ESPN, you can have it, but let the WWE network people design how you're going to give it to us.
Oh, 100%.
That's all we want.
Yeah,
If you would do that, we would probably pay the 30 and not care.
exactly.
We're more pissed about Peacock.
Yeah, we have a bad taste in our mouth about Peacock and what that did to us. Give us the network on your platform with your branding. I don't give a shit. Just give us what the WWE functionality was.
I would get rid of Peacock because I've watched The Office enough now that I don't. Plus, it's on Comedy Central and every other thing anymore.
I'm locked in. The Housewives are on Peacock. We're strapped in for that. And Live PD. We can watch On Patrol Live as well randomly. So go back to our On Patrol Live.
Never mind. What do you got going on for this week, Sir Michael Jenks?
I am mentally preparing for drafts. It's that time of year, fantasy football drafts. I'm in about 5 leagues, I think. It's wild, crazy, lunatic. So I'm preparing for that, random stuff at the house, getting things ready. I'm trying to get a man cave ready, at least a pseudo man cave ready for football season when the time comes. So getting that set up downstairs in the basement so I can have my own corner of the dark basement to myself. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. What about you?
Is Kane and Damian Demento down there waiting for you or something?
It's parts unknown sometimes, depending on where you go.
The boogeyman could be down
there.
The
boogeyman could be down there. I'm just saying. It's scary down there.
Me, nothing. It's end of the pool season. I'm limping through for another week as we're listening, just to get, and then I don't know.
No.
I can't say it's going to be a light week at work because I thought it was going to be this week and it didn't end up being. I was off today, but I worked today. I was in a wedding today. I made beer today.
Yeah, you did a lot of things today.
Schedule wise, nothing. I am going, as you guys are listening to this, I am going to an Italian festival today, Sir Michael Jenks, which I'm excited about for the food. There also is beverages there, and then the band, we've been waiting to see this band.
Okay.
It is called Nerds Gone Wild. They're a Buffalo band. They play 80s, 90s, all dressed up as nerds. They do a shtick and everything. We have had this on our docket for a while.
Okay. Sounds similar to a band that we have up here in Erie. A little bit. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it.
I don't know. There's food and beer there. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine.
You should be. Italian food? Hell yeah.
Right? God, somebody told me this week that somebody, I don't know. We're really wrapping up soon. Somebody's like, "Hey, are you losing weight?" I'm like, "Until this weekend." They drove away from me then, wondering what the fuck I meant. But
listen, 25 pounds of pasta hits differently. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm excited for cannolis.
Oh, that's a good call.
Right?
That's a good call.
Cannolis, fresh cannolis.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me. Yeah. Remember, just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things.
You're a garbage cannoli, but not a garbage cannot. Tell your loved ones that you love them.
Because you never know.
Whoop, whoop.